Hello and welcome to my RPG. The name of my RPG is Party Weekend. It's basically about a person who goes to a club and their night out at the club. So, as the player of the game, you are the person going into a club. So, I have the checklist of the fulfillments or the requirements of this assignment. So I will go through them one by one just to show you that my code in fact satisfies this all the requirements of the assignment. So the first requirement are the header comments, which you can see here. I did this RPG by myself, so it's just my name up here, and the assignment date and everything. Also, you can see all through my code, I have inline comments just to show you where in the journey you are, to so that you can know what's happening as you play the game. So for the selection statement construct, the first one is the menu and switch statements, which I have incorporated right here. As you can see, the menu and switch statements. The second thing that we had to use was a simple if statement without an else clause. I used that right here. Just a simple if statement. Show you the whole thing. It's a simple if statement, no else clause. Then the use of an if else construct, which is right here. Just if else construct has been utilized. The fourth requirement was the if else if construct, which I have incorporated here. Just a simple if else if construct. And then the fifth thing we had to fulfill is the if else construct, which I have made use of the if else statement. The sixth item on the checklist is the nested if statement, which I believe I utilize at the bottom here. Nested if else statement is here. And then the use of the compound condition and an or. I have my or right here. And I utilized the and here, and here. So that does it for this first part. And then to enhance, this was an optional thing. The only thing I utilized was the sound, which I used every time the game was ending. Every time I used the return command, I put a sound. It's a really small tick, so it's really hard to hear, but it's there just to show you, just indicate that the game is over. You'd have to start again to continue. Then as for capturing user responses, I used the input statement. That's the first command I used, the input statement. I have the menu command, as I showed you earlier in this video. I have my menu statement right here. And the input dialog command, which I utilized right here. I can see that I used it to choose the volume and the bass of the music that you want playing at the club. So with the remaining time I have, so I've gone through the whole checklist and I've fulfilled all the requirements. Also, I have checked my code and I have no errors. And yeah, so with the remaining time, I'll just play the game really fast, just to show you basically what the game is about. Okay, so when I run the code, you're first prompted for your how old are you when you go into a club. You usually ask your age. So I used 21 because because they'll be drinking at this club, and that's the drinking age in this country. So if you put in anything less than 21, you won't be allowed into the club. So for example, if I put 15, then I'm not allowed to get into the club. I don't know if you can hear the command that I used, the sound command, where you can just hear a tick. I don't know if you can hear it through the recording, but I can hear it when I play the game, and if you play the game actually, you can hear it too. Another thing I used was the pause. Just like gives a slight delay, just so that the game is more interesting and not too fast, and it feels more interactive. Okay, so I'm just gonna run it again and play as an older person. I will be 23, let's say. So after that, I will do the bar and prompted for what I want to drink. I'll have some tequila. Yeah, and then if you're drinking, how many shots were you? According to my code, if you drink too much, you'll get thrown out of the club. So I will drink. I will just have 5 shots. Hopefully I don't get thrown out. Yes, I've made it in. And then you're at the dance floor. What would you want to dance with someone? Do you ask politely or creepily back up against them? Just ask politely. So I suppressed the code so that you don't see like the answer. I used several semicolons everywhere. Need to use the bathroom. So do you leave your drink unattended? Do you leave it with a friend or trash it? You had enough anyway. I'll just trash it. So this is also an educational game, just so that you can know how to take care of yourself when you go out to party. So the bouncer approaches you. How many drinks have you had? So if according to my code, if you're too drunk, then you get kicked out of the club. So I'm just gonna say I've had 6, including the 5 I had. Then I just had 1 more. And he leaves me alone. He's like, enjoy your night. And the music is boring. The only other choice is Maroon 5, yes or no. So I'm gonna say yes, just to show you how the input dialog works. There you go. So I can get the volume and the bass. And yeah. And do I need another drink? No. Okay, so I'm running out of time. But then that's just basically the game. And so thank you for watching.